Raven and Hedrick present Feature Assignment. Each week, we bring you a new and unique dramatic program, true and authentic stories of newspaper reporters on Feature Assignment. Tonight, the Majczek case, straight from the front page of the Chicago Times, October 18, 1945. Byline, James McGuire. Numbered in the ranks of the Fourth Estate, enlisted in the civilian army whose weapons are the copy pencil and the typewriter, are thousands of men and women, faithful reporters of the what and when and where and who, the people of the press. For them, it is the high point of a lifetime when the chance comes to break through the namelessness of the daily beat with a story that earns for the newspaper man his mark of recognition, the byline. In this program, you will meet in person the man behind the byline of tonight's true story of Joseph Majczek. These, then, are the authentic stories of the men behind the bylines, the stories of reporters on Feature Assignment.
I ask you first to slide your feet into the doubtless outsized brogans of one William D. Lundy, traffic cop on duty in Chicago's South Side. The year, 1932, the day, December 9th. The weather, bitter cold. As you stomp off duty and galump your 6 feet 2 of the law's blue-coated majesty into a nearby delicatessen, front for a cheap speakeasy, as you yourself say when you slam the door behind you.
That wind off the lake, it frees the ears off a brass monkey. What do you say, Vera?
What do you want me to say? Cold enough for you?
Yeah. How's about a little coffee?
I got stronger.
I'll still take coffee. Who's the key at the table?
Joseph Ducky. He's all right.
So, here's to crime.
You're going to get me in trouble someday coming in here.
Get you in worse trouble, you keep me out. What's the matter? You afraid I'll tell the cops you're selling hot stuff? Forget it. Another cop would shake you down. Who you looking at, Truckee?
That cop.
That's your truck outside by the fire plug?
So what if it is?
I got a good mind to slap a ticket on you.
Go ahead, and I'll tell the judge where I got it. Off a cop in a speakeasy, a cop in harness.
What do you want me to do on a day like this? Freeze? Cops are people, aren't they?
Pouring your second coffee, you never notice the door open behind you. You never notice two narrow-coated triggers give you the eye. All you see is the trucker take a dive under the table. All you hear is Vera scream, but you never see two rods snake out. You can kick off those 11 double D brogans. This is the last time you, Lundy, William D., patrolman, Chicago traffic, will ever go into that speakeasy or any other. Your name goes up on the tablet at 1121 State Street headquarters, where it says, killed in line of duty. Yeah. But remember that gun job, for the story behind that murder is tonight's feature assignment. Now, 13 years have gone by. September 1945. You're in the city room of the Chicago Times, and you have a right to be there. You are a reporter. You're a legman named...
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy McGuire. Oh, coming up, Karen.
That's Karen Walsh, city editor. Anywhere he wants to send you, you go. He hands you a slip of copy paper with a clipping pasted on it.
Hey, Jimmy, weren't you a private detective before you came to us?
Yeah, that's right, Karen. Why?
Well, then this ought to be right up your alley. Turned up in the classified today.
$5,000 reward for killers of Officer Lundy on December 9, 1932.
Yeah.
Called Grosvenor, 1758, 12:07 p.m. It's a pretty old murder, boss. 32. Have they solved it yet?
Oh, Jimmy, boy, that's the angle. There's a guy doing 99 years in Joliet for that job right now. So somebody's wrong. Either the cops who sent him up or whoever put this ad in. So check into it. Maybe it'll make an inside feature. Okay?
Sure. $5,000. That's a lot of lettuce for a 13-year-old murder.
It is, but check it. From now on, you're on your own.
That's what you like to hear. Fresh out of the Air Force, you don't like sitting around answering phones and checking the fire going. On your own. That's for you. So you start to work. So you check the book that lists telephone numbers first and the names of the subscribers after, and you find out
Grosvenor 17567. Candy store. How about that? Pay station 5211 South Wabash. Well, get rolling, McGuire. Get rolling. How do you spell that again?
Majczek. M-A-J-C-Z-E-K. Tilly Majczek. She put in the ad. I tell her she can take phone call here. You cop?
No, Chicago Times. Where is she now?
Work.
Where?
Wrigley building. She's scrub woman.
All right, thanks. I'll hike over there. Hey, what'd you say she did?
Scrub woman.
Where does this scrub woman get $5,000? Why put up that kind of money?
Maybe I talk too much. You go see her. But I tell you how she get $5,000.
Oh.
Scrubbing.
you leave the drab living place of the poor, the place where scrub women have to live, and you're sore. You kick a scrap of garbage off the curb and you remember something a cop once told you about crime and poverty. Garbage, he said. Where there's no garbage, rats don't breathe. You're glad to taxi over to the shiny side, cross the bridge to the Wrigley building. And $1 to the night starter gets you to one of the floors upstairs where you find...
Mrs. Majczek?
a little woman, shapeless, on her knees, scrubbing. Eyeglasses, little earrings, a good face, like a grandma. She doesn't hear you, but her eyes travel up from your shoes.
Mrs. Majczek,
Yes?
you put an ad in the...
But I say not call till noon.
Don't be afraid, ma'am. I won't hurt you. You won't lose your job. I'm from the paper, the Chicago Times. I want to write a story about you. That is, if...
I think maybe you were cops.
Cops? Why, are you afraid of the cops? Is it because it was a policeman who was killed, huh? I didn't get that.
The police, my boy, he wouldn't do like that. They make the woman say it. My boy, he don't kill any cops. He don't kill anyone.
Mrs. Majczek, please. I didn't... You saved that $5,000 to get him out. How long did it take?
I scrubbed 12, 13 years. Every day, so many days. I never go to see him hardly. 12 years. I saved $3, $4, $5,000 to get my Joseph out of jail. I offer reward. You believe he killed the cop?
Mrs. Majczek, I'm just a reporter.
A reporter. Wait. I finished to scrub hall. And then I show you something. Wait.
You watch. Methodically, rhythmically, she scrubs down to the end while you watch. It says 12 years. 12 years. Then she straightens up. She's small. You want to carry the pail of soapy black water for her, but you feel awkward, embarrassed. You follow her to her closet. What's she going to show you? She reaches in, takes out a hat, a black bag. Out of the bag, a bundle of typewritten sheets. Worn, soiled, much read. She hands them to you.
You read this. My boy write this in jail.
Letter?
No. What happened to him after cop is killed?
What's the state?
The truth. What happened, for real? You read it. Then maybe you know what to do. Where to go, how to do.
Me?
Yes. You are young. You like to be young man and be... 99 years, mister. I trust you.
You leave her standing there, and you walk back to the office. The traffic cop's queer Chicago whistle wakes you up as you're in the midst of thought. Hardly hear the bell when the bridge goes up to let a freighter through. And back in the office, you read the paper she gave you. You think. Then
Karen.
Yeah. How'd you make out, Jimmy? Anything in it?
Uh-huh. She's his mother.
What? Who's what?
The woman who put the ad in. She's the mother of the man in Joliet.
All right, write me 4 sticks. It's where the box below the fold, page 1.
It is, Karen, but... Hey, Karen, turn me loose on the story, will you? The angle is she's sure her son is innocent.
Aren't they always, Jimmy? Look, have you got anything on it?
A letter from the guy. I'll read it to you.
No time. Tell you what, you write the old lady up, and, well, it's your story, so stay with it, Jimmy. Do it your way. It's your feature assignment, and make it good.
You mean a good story?
Story, series, any way it works out.
If it works out, Karen, it'll be more than a story. It'll mean a guy's life.
What?
99 years, Karen. 99 years.
First, you check the newspaper morgue. Get out all there is on Majczek, Joseph. And it tells the story. The yellowing cliffs tell you...
December 10, 1932. Cop killed in hold-up attempt. December 22, 1932. Youth seized in cop's death. December 23, 1932. Woman identifies cop murder suspect. Editorial, June 1933. With the eyes of the nation focused on Chicago's forthcoming World's Fair, it is a disgrace that 5 unsolved murders. The people of this state demand a cleanup. They got it. November 1933. Majczek, guilty, gets 99 years.
With the facts in your notebook, you're ready. And the first person you want to see is...
Majczek!
Yeah?
Sorry to see you. You can have 5 minutes.
All right, thanks, guard.
Who are you?
Jimmy McGuire, Chicago Times.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
What about?
That killing.
Is that still worth a story?
No, but you are.
Why? What do you want with me? I'm just a number, 83561.
Not to your mother, you're not.
What about my mom?
She's offering a $5,000 reward to clear you.
$5,000?
Yeah, she scrubbed her heart out to get it. To prove you didn't do it.
Well, I didn't. How do I know you're not a stool for the cop?
I talked to your mother.
Talk some more.
She showed me this. And wait, I remember. Dear Ma, what I'm going to write now is how it happened. See what you can do with this, Ma, because I'm going crazy up here.
You know it by heart. Me.
I believe your story, Majczek, but I gotta prove it.
You're gonna help me?
If I can, believe me. Not only for a story. Now tell me, is there anything in your letter I ought to work on first?
Yeah, the woman.
What woman?
The one who identified me. Something was funny there. I know it.
Where is she?
I don't know. Maybe my mother. She might know.
What were you going to say? My girl, my wife?
Nothing. Skip.
Come on, I'm trying to help you.
I said skip it. Just find that woman, that's all. I got no wife anymore. Just... I'm sorry.
That's all.
Okay. Listen. What?
What?
If you see my ma, say hello.
You don't blame the boy for not trusting you. Something can snap in a man with 13 years behind bars in back of him. The rest of his life ahead the same. All you have to go on is his own word. So your work is cut out for you. First, you find out from his mother he is married. Was, that is. What happened, you find out from the girl.
And after the trial?
Well, I waited 5 years, and then I went to the jail. I had something to tell him, to ask him. All that while, he'd always been so glad to see me, I couldn't say it. And then, just before the bell rang, he asked me. He squeezed my hand through the wire and left.
Honey, something on your mind?
Yo. It's the baby. He's getting so big. And he needs a papa. A kid can't grow up like that. I don't want him to...
No.
Oh, honey, believe me. You've got to give me a divorce. You've got to say I can divorce you. Or
What kind of talk is that?
For the kid. It's for the kid. He's got to grow up right.
I didn't do it. You know that. I was with you all that day.
Please, it's not for me. It's for the kid.
The kid. All right, divorce me. Go ahead, divorce me. Anything you want. Do anything you want. Forget about me. I'm dead. I'm very dead.
That's all. Time's up.
Maybe he understands now, Mr. McGuire. It wasn't for me. I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, I know. But he mentioned a woman, the one who identified him.
Vera Wallace, she ran the speakeasy.
You know where she is?
No. Look, you've got to believe me. I got to stay out of this. I'd help you. I'd help him, but I got to stay out.
It goes on like that for days, weeks, months. 5.5 months of seeing people. Everybody whose name turns up in the clips. And the things you learn, the history of the case is like a garbage heap you have to rake through. Looking for the truth in a pile of legal garbage. You find the truck driver.
All I know is it wasn't me who put the finger on him. Get hold of Vera Wallace. She did.
The court clerk.
Mister, keep my name out of it, huh? I got a job to keep. But I heard the judge say, after the jury found him guilty, I heard him say he was going to get Majczek a new trial. But the judge, well, he died 10 years ago.
The court stenographer.
The lawyer, he had something funny about him. Majczek wanted to go on the stand himself, but his lawyer wouldn't let him.
Finally, you've run down every last lead the clips and the interviews have given you. There's only one more thing to do, so you do it. You go down to the state attorney's office and you ask for the file on Majczek. They stall. You ask again, they stall. You ask again, finally, you get it. You sit down with it. Same dates, same testimony, except one thing. It hits you like a fist between the eyes, a date on top of the statement.
December 23, 1932. Affidavit of Vera Wallace identifying Joseph Majczek. December 23, 1932. December 23.
With a taste in your mouth like old iron, you wet your lips and you head for police headquarters. You just go in and ask like it wasn't very important.
Larry, do me a favor, will you?
Sure, Jimmy, what do you want?
See if you can find out when they arrested the guy who killed Lundy. Majczek, the name was.
Sure, wait. McLean. Here it is. Majczek, Joseph. Arrested 5:45 a.m. December 22nd.
22nd.
22nd. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
So, now you've got to find Vera Wallace. You check bars, you haunt the lineup, you hang around Polish churches, you quiz and you question and you dig, and one day you find her up in a cheap room, fat, scared, suspicious. Again and again you ask her,
Come on, Vera, what happened between the time they picked him up and the time you identified him?
I told you a million times, nothing.
Listen, Vera, I'm a reporter. I know when cops pick up a suspect, they hustle him in front of witnesses. They don't wait a couple of days for people to forget, they hustle. You trying to tell me the cops waited so long to put the finger on Majczek when it was a cop who was killed? Now, what went on those 2 days, December 22 and 23?
Nothing.
Now, look, if he's guilty, nothing you can say can make it any worse for him. If he's innocent, you can make it up to him with just one sentence.
No.
Vera, what are you scared of? Who's paying you to keep quiet?
Nobody paid me. I don't know. Nothing happened.
You're scared.
All right, I'm scared.
What of? Me? His mother? The cops? The state attorney? Now listen, Vera. I don't look like much, but believe me, what I stand for is bigger than the cops and the state attorney. The paper, Vera. The papers can make them and break them. All they need is the truth. Now, you're scared of the cops.
Yes.
Why?
Because... Oh, my God, why'd you come and start this all over again? Because...
They what, Vera? What did they do?
Oh, I can't tell you. I can't.
Why not, Vera? You afraid they'll arrest you for lying on a witness stand? Well, that's it. You lied. Vera, don't you know what the statute of limitations is? They can't arrest you. It's too late. It's too long ago. But it's not too late to tell the truth now, Vera. What did they do?
Oh, they said if I don't put the finger on the boy, they'll send me up for good. A big rap for the fourth offense, one of the speakeasy. They made me say it was Majczek.
Was it?
No.
Now you've got it. You can take your time now. You go quietly to the office. You sit down at your typewriter.
It was definitely established today through the admission of the key witness in the 13-year-old murder case that Joseph Majczek was innocent of the killing.
You write steadily for a long time. And when you hand it to Karen, he looks at it and asks you,
Hey, Jimmy,
Yeah,
what's your middle initial?
haven't got one.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going? Don't you want to see the edition come out? The paper's calling the best lawyers in the state. We're getting immediate action from the Board of Pardons. Hey, where are you going?
For a walk, Karen. I feel like I've been working that case for 99 years.
you walk. Your head's empty. Vaguely, you realize something. When the city editor asked you for your middle initial, that was his way of letting you know your name was going up in lights. A byline. Still, there's something more important. You can't figure out what it is, so you walk. Down by the lakeshore, where the wind flaps your coat. Back into town. Night after night. And one night, you find yourself outside the Majczek house. At the door, you meet a fellow in a cheap suit. It's
Joe, you're out.
Yeah. Maguire. Mr. Maguire. I want to...
Forget it. Are you?
I'm going upstairs right now. For the first time. If anybody should come with me, it's you. If you wanna.
Thanks. Thank you.
Come on.
silently inside your own thoughts. You climb the narrow stairs with Majczek, who used to be 83561. You're wondering how it's going to be. What's she going to do? What'll she say when she sees him? His mother.
Ma.
She just looks. She looks at him. Then she opens her arms. And all she says is,
Joey. Joey.
it's going to be all right. You gave a guy his name back.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, in the executive mansion at Springfield, Illinois, a distinguished group of public officials and newspaper men have gathered at an informal dinner to honor a reporter, James McGuire of the Chicago Times. Feature assignment now takes you to Springfield. The next voice you will hear will be that of the Honorable Dwight H. Green, Governor of the state of Illinois.
James McGuire, officials of the state of Illinois and of the city of Chicago, members of the editorial staff of the Chicago Times, ladies and gentlemen, we have as our honored guest tonight an outstanding representative of the American press, a man who, through fearless search for the truth, was instrumental in righting a great wrong. James McGuire, you uncovered the facts which enabled me to grant a full pardon to Joseph Majczek. The people of the state of Illinois are grateful to you, for you helped to restore an innocent man to society and to his home. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to present to you Mr. James McGuire of the Chicago Times.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor Green. It's a great honor to be your guest here tonight.
And I'm mighty happy that Karen Walsh and Terry Colangelo and Jack McPhail are here with me. They deserve to share fully in the credit. Karen gave me the feature assignment, and Terry spotted the want ad in the first case, and Jack legged it with me for months, tracking down 500 documents and 40 personal interviews. Thank you very much, all of you.
Jimmy, I take real pleasure in presenting to you the Feature Assignment Award of Merit. Yours is the eternal vigilance that protects our American freedom.
Thank you, Governor.
You are listening to Feature Assignment, a new program bringing you the true and authentic stories of the men and women behind the bylines of your newspapers, and dedicated to those people of the press whose earnestness, honesty, and courage ever strengthen the cornerstone of our democracy, truth and a free press. Stories of newspapermen on Feature Assignment. Listen again at the same time, same station next week, when Feature Assignment will bring you the true story of a 22-year-old cub reporter who entered jail for his feature assignment. Feature Assignment is a copyrighted feature and was brought to you from the New York studios of the Columbia Broadcasting System. Feature Assignment was produced by Craven and Hedrick, written by Alan Sloan, original music by Ray Block and his orchestra, and directed by John Dietz. Your narrator was Barry Kroger. Your announcer was Frank Gallup.